Tonight on News 5 Live, the EU puts a ban on shrimp and fish exports, the Iguana Creek resort owner is brutally murdered, and the PUP presents City Council slate. Details of these stories and more coming up next. You heard about the Gulf of Honduras project back in October when directors announced that they were pressing full speed ahead to stop pollution in the Gulf that is shared by Belize, Guatemala, and Honduras. As a follow-up, a workshop was held today to discuss an environmental analysis and the strategic plan of action, which are two major components of the multi-million-dollar project. News 5's Delani Bain reports.
What do Belize, Guatemala, and Honduras have in common? The Gulf of Honduras and a shared mission to eliminate pollution and maritime damage in that area of the Caribbean Sea. Today, a workshop was held by the Gulf of Honduras project to discuss two important aspects of the initiative.
What we are having today here is a workshop, and we are going to discuss the analysis, the environmental analysis assessment of the Gulf of Honduras, which is called environmental diagnostic analysis, which is the base for the strategic action plan for the Gulf of Honduras. These two documents are related with the aim to promote the economic development and the environmental sustainability of the Gulf of Honduras. That's why we are consulting here with different sectors of the Belizean society.
It involves 80% of what we do involves shipping, transportation, and movement of cargo and goods, and running on the reef and things like garbage, putting in oils, being traveled. And so that is, as Minister of Port, and being along with my counterpart that signed on to this thing with the Global Fund and directed by IDB for the Gulf of Honduras to try and make it a better, safer place, put in checks and balance, make sure we don't mess up the environment there, and put in those features that will help us to make movements better and safer.
Project Director Edas Munoz-Galeano says that there is room for improvement, but the implementation of the strategic action plan will tie up the loose ends.
The strategic action plan is already complete. We just have started socializing it, and we are trying to get the inputs from people in Belize, Guatemala, and Honduras in order to finish the final draft of the SAP. And then, once it's finished, we are going to hand it over to the government for them to get the political endorsement, and hopefully in the future they will use this plan as a guide to make decisions for project development or strategic development or whatever they think is the most appropriate decision for the area.
Minister of Ports Melvin Hulse is pleased with the progress that Belize's ports have been making.
Port has really tightened up, and we are trying to map all the seas, the flow beds of Belize, and that will give us really new improved navigational charts with the ultimate goal of eventually having highways, so both for local and international. We have increased all the communications facilities up in Baldy Beacon. We 24 hours a day we monitor every ship that comes through our waters, watch them, monitor and make them aware of things. We have increased our navigational lights. There used to be 3 miles. I've done it to 10 miles visibility. We have improving more. We're putting more buoys out there. We're putting more getting our towers to work better. What we bring in is to take us to another level, because we're going to get there. Okay, so we don't do anything that is going to be dependent. Boy, you come, yeah, boy, everybody bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, you go and the thing crash. That or not this.
Both Hulse and Munoz agree that it takes a collaborated effort to sustain the development that has resulted from the Gulf of Honduras project.
Whether it's a cruise, local taking around tourists and things like that, people who are fishing, people who are dealing with ships and the port, we need to understand that we can make our business grow without messing up the place, you know.
It's important for the whole society to get more involved in this kind of discussions, because whatever we do or whatever is lacked to do it affect us as a whole, you know. So we need to be proactive, we need to be involved, we need to be participating in all these discussions in order to reflect in the final document all our hopes and desires for the future.
Delani Bain for News 5.
The project was launched in February 2006 with a 5-year time frame and a budget of $7.2 million.